Georgetown was great. We were awful. They were a big reason we were awful. We just I never thought we had any flow offensively, and that's a credit to them. And Epps is a hard guard. Williams hit a couple shots in the first half that were big shots at the time, and then PV's such a he disrupts things so much defensively, and obviously 7 steals, and a lot of those steals turned into easy baskets for them.
Questions?
Great. The steal and scores there, just how much did that really just kind of zap any sort of
it changes everything. I mean, they're scoring baskets without your defense set. The crowd's getting into the game. I mean, those are plays that energize a home crowd, and we provided plenty of material to get the crowd energized.
Hey, Coach, Ryan only had 8 shot attempts tonight. Was there something in particular they were doing to take him out of his game?
I didn't think he was very aggressive to start the game. And they sat a guy behind him and made it tough to get in there, get it into the post. But I wasn't overly impressed with his activity either.
And did you think that they took away some of the things that you guys had been doing well up to this point, and that played a role in not being able to get into a rhythm?
Yeah, I mean, it's Big East play, and when you get into the Big East, teams are going to take away what you want to do, and you have to make sure that when you try to counter that, you don't turn it over, and that those 16 turnovers. A lot of that was the 32 points in the paint that they had, and 20 points off turnovers. 6 more points off second chance points. It's just we got dominated in every phase of the game.
How good do you think their flex action was in the first and second half? They were able to get some baskets, get a little physical, change the game.
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of muddy it up, and it ends up being a big scrum. They've got some physical bodies, but once they get the lead, that's something Ed's done all the way back to his days in Providence to kind of grind it out. And obviously we didn't defend anything very well. That was just part of it.
When you with Mac, when you saw Mac wasn't available, do you think you guys maybe let down a little bit?
I hope not. They've got a lot of good players, and obviously this is a much improved team from a year ago. But that's, like I said, that's a guy step up. Williams, those 2 threes in the first half came at big times. Burks threw one in, the corner at a critical time. He is not, normally been a very good shooter from the 3-point line, and every time we made a mistake on Epps, he made us pay.
Building off of the thought without Mac there, Petey obviously has had the ball in his hands a fair bit so far this season for them. A little bit more tonight. How did you feel like he was able to orchestrate things?
Yeah, it allowed them to keep Epps off the ball some. And I think that's part of why Jaden has played better. Is because Max had the ball in his hands more, and they're able to use Jaden off the ball. And it was a good move by Ed to put it in Micah's hands and not change Epps' role significantly. And he had it some, and but he's just he's one of those players. He's wired to score, and when you make a mistake, he makes you pay.
So 2 more.
Sean Teitel from Hoops HD. I believe this is your 3rd game without Pop. Is it as simple as next man up, or are you still tinkering to try to figure out exactly how to get by without him?
Yeah, we're searching. There's no question. When we talked about ball handling and the ability of Mac and Epps and PV all being able to initiate offense. We don't have that luxury right now without Pop, so it puts a lot of pressure on Ashworth. And our wings are going to have to step up and do a little bit better job to alleviate some of that pressure.
Regarding the wings, have there been any new developments regarding Fedor Zigic's?
Not to my knowledge. No, we're still still waiting and working every day. Our compliance and attorneys are working tirelessly to try to get a resolution.